My Catholic Faith, Lesson 9, Divine Tradition. Before the 15th century, when printing was invented, the Bible was reproduced by copying in longhand. We should be very grateful to the monks and nuns of ancient times who laboured lovingly, making manuscript copies of old documents that had come down from earliest times. Without this loving care, we would not have our Holy Bible today. What is the source of our faith? The one source of our faith is Jesus Christ. Everything that he said and did is the foundation of Christianity. He is the full revelation of his Father. How have the truths of Jesus Christ been preserved for us? The truths of Jesus Christ have been preserved for us in the Bible and in tradition. But these must not be considered as completely separate sources of revelation. They are very intimately connected. The Bible, and especially the New Testament, contains the tradition of the early church about Jesus Christ. These truths were written down in order that man might have some inspired basis for knowing what to believe. But these are written that you may believe that Jesus is the Christ, the Son of God, and that believing you may have life in his name. Is the Bible alone, then, sufficient for men? In the second epistle of St. Peter we read, "In these epistles, I of St. Paul, there are certain things difficult to understand, which the unlearned and the unstable distort, just as they do the rest of the Scriptures also, to their own destruction." From this it is clear that there is needed some help to understanding the Scriptures completely. This help is provided by the same Church which produced the Scriptures in the first place. Since she produced them, she alone knows the full meaning of their content. What is tradition? Tradition is the authoritative teaching of the Church concerning the truths of Jesus Christ. Unlike the Scriptures, tradition is not confined to the first century. The successors of the apostles continued to teach the truths of Christianity, making them clearer and more explicit, and adapting them to the changing conditions of man throughout history. Thus, when men arose and attacked some truth about Christianity, the Church clearly defined that truth, so that no one would be misled. This was tradition working in the Church. Tradition continues in the Church even today. When the Holy Father defines a dogma of the faith, he is not creating a new truth, but he is making clear a truth that was contained in the deposit of faith given us by Jesus Christ. And so tradition is a living force in the Church. Without it, the truths contained in the Bible could possibly be misunderstood. Holy Scripture at the Second Vatican Ecumenical Council. Every morning after Mass, and immediately before the bishop's discussion started, the procession and inthronization of the Book of the Holy Gospels took place. Usually an archbishop would carry the book between two other prelates and two acolytes and lighted candles. While they moved from the entrance of the basilica to the altar where Mass had just been offered, the bishops standing at their places sang together the Apostles' Creed, the Credo. While the Gospels passed in front of the bishops, they bowed their heads. The bishops remained standing till the book was placed upon the altar between two lighted candles. At the end of the session, the procession was renewed, taking away the Gospels book. Can the Church show a greater respect and veneration for the Gospels which represent the message of Christ?